Hi, welcome back to Trust Issues, the series where we dive in to the toughest challenges facing privacy and security leaders today. For many companies, the privacy program is seen as a cost center, a necessary vitamin you have to take to stay compliant. But what if we're looking at it all wrong? What if privacy could be a painkiller for your biggest business challenges like growth and market expansion? That's the powerful idea I explored with Microsoft's Kevin Magee in this part of our conversation. He explains how CISOs can reframe the discussion and build trust as an infrastructure to turn their privacy program into a true competitive advantage. Let's hear from Kevin.
I have a number of thoughts on this. One, who the CISO reports to. Again, for unintended consequences, if the CISO reports to the CFO or chief risk officer or whatnot, where that CISO sits in the organization will determine how they think about their portfolio, right? Also, are they having a clear direction of what our appetite for risk is, what our appetite for privacy risk is, how we feel about privacy with our customers, with our employees? Is that being communicated? And I think privacy is often one of those things that's sort of a nice to have discussion. It's often considered as the vitamin, not the painkiller. And we've got to get on the important discussions, which is revenue and cost cutting or whatnot, and privacy can often fall down. So how CISOs can change that, I think, and be more effective is really look within their portfolio. How do they take things like privacy and make it a business enabler to say, hey, because we've built the infrastructure to manage consent of our customers and how they want to interact with us in United States of America, but we built a platform for managing consent that can really quickly adapt to laws in the EU, laws in Canada, laws in the UK and whatnot. This will allow us to enter more markets faster than our competition and maintain that same level of trust promise to our customers. That's a competitive advantage. So how do we start to think about building, I say trust as infrastructure or privacy as infrastructure? How do we build the privacy stack within our organization that makes it scalable and repeatable so it becomes a business advantage? That's an opportunity that we have. And again, we're in a world where there's so much competition and there's so many, it's so easy to build a company now online. You can really spin up an Azure instance, tap into AI and create all sorts of opportunities for your organization very quickly. How then do we differentiate ourselves? Well, it's going to be in embedding this trust as infrastructure, privacy as infrastructure, or privacy as code to really allow businesses to scale and to multi-jurisdictions. I see that as just in one example of where CISOs can really change the discussion with their senior leadership.